Whoa, we're in. Whoa, we're in. Very, very exciting. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're gonna stream some Magic Online today. We're gonna be showing off a little bit of MTG XRay, and I'm really excited about what we got to the table today. It's the PT. It is the weekend of Pro Tour Dominaria. Things are crazy. Top 8 has been announced. Lots of Goblin chain-whirler. To my surprise, 7 out of 8 of the decks had 4 Goblin chain-whirler in them. So, despite that, we're gonna try something a little spicy, and we're gonna play some Grixis energy. This is the only deck I have a 5-0 league with in the competitive leagues, and it does feature my favorite 4 copies of Glint Sleeve Siphoner. So I'll show you roughly what I was working with beforehand, and this is my my Grixis energy list back in the day. And so the deck had a bunch of problems. I didn't like the 4 Scrap Heap Scrounge. So I'll go over the breakdown of the deck. So the idea of this deck is it's supposed to be red-black mid-range, but splashing blue for Whirler Virtuoso and the Scarab God. And by playing Whirler Virtuoso, you get to play Glint Sleeve Siphoner, and it's just like 10 times better than it regularly is. So with chain-whirler everywhere, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But against everybody else, I'm very excited. And so I did 5-0 with this deck. I ran 2 leagues with it. Had some, like a 5-0 and a 4-1, like really strong success. But the Scrap Heap Scroungers were a pain. I found that they were fantastic in the control matchups, but in every other matchup I wanted to be blocking for my Karns or my Chandras, or just like trying to control the board a little bit more. And even though they crew Heart of Kiran, I found that they weren't like really relevant. Like we weren't doing a very good job of pressuring our opponent's life total. We were more trying to like stabilize the game and land the Scarab God. Scarab God is my bae. I've been all over that card, and it crushed the PT this weekend despite not having any top 8 finishes. If you look at the conversion rates on blue-black midrange and blue-black control, like the Scarab God did some work. So we'll see if those decks sort of like get tuned to face black-red and mono-red, which are both, I think, slightly unfavored matchups, but not by a huge margin. I think mono-red's obviously worse than the black-red matchup, but yeah, I think the deck can be tuned to like definitely accommodate for that. So here's what I'm working with today. Oh, no, yeah, here it is. Perfect. So instead of Scrap Heap Scrounger, I'm just throwing in 4 Walking Ballistas to try and make things a little bit more resistant to the aggro matchup, have something to do. And then the idea is that it's still an artifact for Karn. It doesn't crew Heart of Kiran quite as well. And these Heart of Kirans are like still up for contention. I call the Grixis vehicles because I was being cute, but it's really just Grixis energy. But like with trying to fit 2 Heart of Kirans, the real innovation I think is that like Whirler Virtuoso secretly has 3 power, even though it doesn't look like it. Like it crews Heart of Kiran perfectly fine. So that's really exciting. And I've changed up the sideboard a little bit. I got 3 Chandra's Defeats, expecting to face like at least 3 like red X or just like mono red players in this league we're about to play 5 matches in. I've included my own little bit of spice. I've included this Battle at the Bridge. Battle at the Bridge is a card I've included in my sideboards to like I think to either win some sort of like local event. It was like a PPTQ or some sort of 1K or something like that. It does a really good job. It kills Hazoret and it stabilizes your life total. And this deck is incidentally making artifacts with Whirler tokens and PNLRs and like Scarab God reanimations and stuff. So like you can really max value this Battle at the Bridge. I'm only playing 1. We'll see how it turns out. The Nezal is my personal spice to just try and crush control, but I've cut a lot of cards for the control matchup considering how bad it did. Especially blue-white control, how bad that did. At the PT level, and so we're trying to adapt a little bit to that. The 2 Chupacabras and the Lily's Death Majesty are designed to beat up on the mono green decks and the snake decks. Both of those decks have a really hard time with a 2/2 that just kills their guy, and Liliana just compounds the problem. So this is kind of what I'm working with. So what we're gonna do before we get started on this league, even though I'm really excited to jump right into that, is we're going to run this through XRay because the mana base on a 3-color deck is like really tough. So I tried letting it run indefinitely, for 30 minutes just to like try and figure out the mana base that it would want, and it didn't give me very tuned results. And I think that's a complex enough problem that you really want to give it like an overnight sort of run to like really see what it does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a smaller problem and less time just for brevity for the stream, and we're going to see what it comes up with, just saying like, okay, these are the lands I think I want. I'll take one away of each, and so you can like at least tune with the numbers a little bit here and there, just to see what I've given it a hand. I've said these are the lands I think I want in terms of distribution for my colors. I'm trying to hit black and red on turn 2, as well as black, black, and red, red on turn 4, with these blue things happening at 3 and 5. So let's see how it handles it. Another thing, okay, so like open beta things, but like it can't handle Walking Ballista. It doesn't know what it is. It doesn't import it. It doesn't like it. So we're gonna take the Walking Ballistas out for now. We're gonna replace it with I don't know, some other card. I'll figure out some other card to replace it with. Probably some 4-drop, just because like it'll averagely be a 4-drop. So we've taken these out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna export this. We're gonna export it into downloads, vehicles to decks. We'll just put like XRay here. Oh, XRay, bam. Okay, cool. And then we're going to import it into MTG XRay. And for those of you who aren't familiar with MTG XRay, I introduced this on our first stream last week. This is a tool. This could easily be the most powerful MTG sort of web-based tool or browser, not browser-based, sorry, like application available to you today, totally for free. It's in open beta, and we're testing it, and we're making refinements. I'm just the hype man. I don't actually have any control of the back end or anything like that. But essentially what this does is it's a simulator. It simulates goldfish games. And when it simulates those goldfish games, it determines the best mana, the best curve and stuff. It's really good for sealed pools. So like if you have like, 20 of your 23 playables for sealed pools, and you're like, I don't know what my mana needs to be because it needs to be 3 colors or something like that, this is the tool that will definitely help you do that. And what it does is it's like rigorous, mathematically proven like algorithms to not try and waste time, not search randomly in like the solution space or whatever. Like it's trying to determine the best outcome by goldfishing thousands and thousands and thousands of games of each iteration of like taking one card out, taking one card in, that sort of thing. So it's like obviously a very, very powerful tool. Which one was it? It's this one. Oh, I exported it as a deck. Let's export it as a text file. Oh, no, that's not the right button. Boop, boop, boop. Export. And we'll export this as a text file this time. And now we're going to throw this into XRay and see what it comes up with. I'm just going to have to do a little bit of tinkering with the list, just so that it's happy and it knows what kind of problem we're asking it to solve. So, oops. So we'll grab the main board here, put it in, and then we'll add it to this list. Boom. Imported. It has all of standard ready to go, and I can even start searching things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up all my basics into the sideboard. The sideboard in this application is more like the maybe board, like what cards it wants to be pulling from. And for the Fetid Pools, the Sulphur Falls, the Canyon Slough, and the Dragon Call Skull Summit, I'm going to take one of each. And I'm also going to find Spire Bluff Canal. And I'm also going to find, it's not Submerged Boneyard, it's Drowned Catacomb. Boom. So those have been added to the main deck. I'm just going to throw them into the sideboard. Drowned Catacomb and Spire Bluff Canal. And we're going to leave the main board exactly as it is, except we're going to add 4 Crackdown Construct. This is my fill-in. If you don't remember what this card does, don't worry. Nobody does. But it's a 4-drop that's an artifact. That's the only thing that matters. And like from MTG XRay's perspective, it understands that it's a 4/4 with 2 power, and it costs 4 colorless mana, which is more than enough for this simulation to like start chugging away and see what it does. So we're gonna look at the settings really quickly. We're gonna put Enthic early on for brevity. We put standard 60 cards. We're gonna say like you're roughly a mid-range deck. We're gonna try and set the lands at minimum 26, max 28. I do want a lot of land drops because I am playing the Scarab God. Minimum number of creatures, max creatures, and we're gonna let it think for 5 minutes and think on the mana for like maybe 2 minutes. But with the Enthic early button, once it finds like a reasonable enough solution, it should start relatively quickly. So the goal for today is to not 2-3 like we did with our sealed league last league. That was not a good time. It was fun, but like obviously not very successful. And we're gonna boop boop boop. We're gonna run it through. We're gonna think. Let it think. Yo, young Peasy, welcome to the channel. You're upset about something. I don't know what. Tell me. I'm here in the chat, so I'm ready to go. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. So in the meantime, while that's thinking, I just want to give like a few more thoughts on the deck. I mean, energy is still a powerful mechanic. Whirler Virtuoso is still the card that like, ruled the standard period of its time. It's very good against aggro. I remember playing Teamer Energy and just being like, well, if I draw Whirler Virtuoso, I'm great, and if I don't, I'm not. So that's very, very exciting. Why are you playing an unplayable deck in a blue-black or red-black meta? That's a great question. I mean, so this deck, like, no one's playing this deck. I mean, I've just made this deck. The idea is that, like, I'm trying to get a 3-color deck that we want to, like, tune the mana on. And I'm just excited about this deck. Like, I posted a 5-0 list with it, and I want to keep trying and seeing, like, if it's worth the shot or not. I mean, it's, like, really, it's a sweet deck. Like, you're playing Heart of Kirin and Whirler Virtuoso and Glint's Leaf Siphoner, and you're also playing Karn, right? You're trying to make Karn work in this deck. I don't know. I think I'm just really excited about this deck. If you don't like it, I mean, that's fine. But like, stick around. Hopefully, it'll turn out great. Hopefully, we'll post another 5-0 list. We've got a 6 sideboard ready to like crush all these other decks, so on and so forth. Let's see. This guy's still plugging away. So what's happening right now is it's actually iterated through 2,300 different deck combinations, and for each deck combination, the current one it's running on, it's doing 1,200 goldfish games, and the score is just a numerical. It's like a back-end numerical score to figure out like how well it's performing in terms of the goldfish games. So it's still plugging along, and sometimes it's kind of fun to like watch the numbers sort of shift around in the background when we're actually dealing with different mana costs. Like say you can put a bunch of 2-drops, 3-drops, 4-drops, 5-drops into your sideboard, like in a sealed league or something like that. Like those numbers will actually tinker around in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I really think we need like a really nice graphical display for this, where you can actually like kind of see the cards moving in and out of place, so that like you as the user have like a much stronger understanding of like what what the software is actually doing in the background. And so. But this, at least we can watch these and kind of see what it's doing. Like 1 island, it's 4 mountains, no swamps. We'll see what it comes up with. But the reality is, like, asking a computer to solve this sort of complex problem is like actually very difficult. I've done like a lot of computer science-y stuff in my undergrad degree, and like this is even like asking a computer like, which land is better in this scenario, or should I play a 4-drop or a 5-drop in this slot? Like, is it like a very complex problem? And what this software does is it doesn't find the optimal solution to this problem. What it does is it simulates a bajillion games and then determines whether or not, it determines like the best that it's found. And finding the optimal solution to this problem is like an NP hard problem. Like, for those of you who know computer science-y stuff, like it's very much like an unsolvable problem in a reasonable amount of time. And so what we're asking it to do is like to do its best. And so what it's come up with is it really wants to play, like, it looks like it even want to play more Drowned Catacombs and like no swamps, eh? So it's playing like 4, 8, 12, 16, 17 black sources, which seems particularly low. And we also want at least 1 swamp, because Field of Ruin exists in the format as like a big part of it. It likes 1 Spiral Bluff Canal, and it likes the Drowned Catacomb. It's actually very interesting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more little spin of this. So because it liked the Drowned Catacomb, what I'm going to do, I'll leave the non-basics as is. I want to let the mana function just like run away and see if it actually wants to put a swamp or 2 in here. The mana function is just going to strip your basic lands and put in basic lands. So we'll let this think 120 seconds. Just 2 minutes. Young PZ, I like it too, man. I like it too. I'm actually really excited about this deck. I don't know if it's good. It got a 5-0, so like, seems good enough for me. But I don't know. I think the secret is really in this format, at least. It seems like red black really is the truth, and so like having a plan against red black is like obviously very important. The PT is just crazy right now. Totally run over with red black, but it's very, very excited. I'm excited to watch a bunch of like mirrors, like mono red versus red black mirrors, like glory bringers coming down, Hazoret being like the game decider as always, right? So one thing that's cool about this application is that it's a tool that helps with iteration, right? Like, if you've ever followed chess at all, they've always kind of said like a computer with the aid of a human will always beat either of those pieces on their own, like a computer or just a human. And so what this application does is it's a nice little tool in that when it makes a decision, you can tinkle with it, right? You can like make little changes and stuff, and then ask it to solve that new, slightly different problem, or slightly different than the solution it gave you last. And that, in that like iteration process, like you're becoming closer and closer and closer to the truth, right? So what do we got here? We got some islands. We got some mountains. Where are the swamps? Why doesn't it want to play any swamps? That's no good. And it actually wants to play more islands now. I don't know. So that seems fishy. Seems fishy. What did we have? So again, like as I said before, like we were asking it like a very very hard problem. And I don't think it's come up with the correct solution given the resources that we've given it. But it does want another drown. It does want to drown catacombs, and it does want a Spire Bluff Canal for sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a mountain, and I am gonna cut a swamp, and I'm gonna put in a Spire Bluff Canal. And I think I should have drowned catacombs because I've been playing a lot of blue-black. Bam. Bam. Okay, cool. And then let's put those walking ballistas back in. Oh, that's not how you spell walking. That's also not how you spell walking. Boom. Okay, we're ready. I'm ready to queue up. You guys ready to queue up? Because I'm ready to queue up. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, constructed, leagues, let's go. Oh no, this is a huge problem. What was I playing before? Alright, well I guess, what was I playing in this competitive league? Okay, well, you know what, I guess we're dropping. I guess we're dropping from this league. Yo, Travis, I know you're not in the stream, but like, yo, appreciate the fact that I'm dropping 1-1 from a competitive standard league to like put on this show for you, because it's like feels bad, man. All right, boom, dropped. I don't care. It's not for me. All right. Oh yeah, I gotta check which name was this. Grixis Vehicles 2. Boom. 12 event tickets. Let's go. All right, we're in. We're ready. It's happening. Grixis energy. I'm so ready for my Glint Sleeve Siphoner to get eaten by a chain-whirler every single time. Without question. Yeah, let's just close some things so my computer doesn't make like a million noises all at once. Let's close this too. How we doing? All right. We're just if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at the chat and stuff. That's like how I'm managing it. What else can I say quickly before we find our opponent here? I'm trying to think about like ways that maybe you could like approach the metagame, like with red black everywhere, and like what cards particularly beat red black. And I think this is part of the strength of the deck, is that like it's really, really hard to attack red black because it just has so many powerful cards, especially at 4 and 5. Glorybringer is a huge problem. Chandra, Rekindling Phoenix, Hazoret, like they all demand exile removal of some component. Wow, this hand is something else. Has 2 removal spells and 2 Heart of Kiran's, which is like very bad. It has our mana though, so I think I'm just gonna keep, and it even has an untapped land on turn 2 if we need it. So we're gonna keep this. We're up against the Truth. 7-18. All right, let's see what they got. Okay, blue black. All right, so blue black is an interesting matchup. We'll see. Is this a Glint Sleeve Siphoner? Yeah. All right, so we get to kill that, which feels great. I think do I want to lead with Heart of Kiran here? Probably not. Do we play around negate? Whatever. Let's just do this now. So we get, this is the power of Harness Lightning, is you just get to like get 2 energy that now just sits in our pool, and our opponent kept a 2-land hand, which is always a mistake. So this is probably just a free win. We got Whirler Virtuoso coming in hot. Let's see if he's got a removal spell for this in response to the trigger. He does. Cast down, yeah, that's fine. And we'll pass. That Whirler was actually a very good draw. So our opponent found their 3rd land. He's going to play Champion of Wits. Doomfall. Look at my hand. Well, I mean, nothing in my hand is particularly great. The fact that we have 2 Heart of Kiran's actually might be good, just because Fatal Push is like obviously a 4 of in this deck. So he took the Walking Ballista. Good thing we have 3 more of those. I'm going to play this Fetid Pools. I'm going to play a Heart of Kiran. And we're going to pass. And we're going to hope to draw like one of our Planeswalkers. This deck is loaded with Chupacabras and just general removal effects, so hopefully, yeah, Champion of Wits is fine. Hopefully we can find a way to make this happen. Find a way to dodge the removal spells and deploy our game plan. Walking Ballista and Chavinate Chupacabra in the graveyard. No more cards in hand except for 1. I think we are going to cycle this Canyon Slough. Glint Sleeve Siphoner is a reasonable draw. It doesn't crew Heart of Kiran, which is very sad. But if he doesn't have a removal spell, we do get to draw a card. Like if he has something like if the Scarab God is the last card in his hand. If the last card in his hand is Liliana, that's very bad. Yeah, I'll take 2 here. Champion of Wits is very good when it comes out of the graveyard. Let's see, what's your second main phase play here? Scarab God, okay, cool. So we get to Harness Lighting this on their end step. Or we could just find a Vraska's Contempt here, because we are drawing 2 cards. Okay, so this is actually fantastic. We get to... Oops. We get to play Whirler Virtuoso. So we have 8 energy. We go down to 5, and then 4, and then 5 minus 2, 3. So then we can still draw a card. We're going +1, so we have 2 draw steps. So we're gonna make it dude. We're gonna crew the Heart of Kiran now, and we're gonna attack. We'll yield to this. So our opponent takes 6. And then in our end step, we're going to harness Lightning this. Using 5 energy, we have 4 remaining in the pool. And hopefully we can find our Vraska's Contempt with this additional draw step. Or just try and clock them out with the Heart of Kiran. Low to nothing for our opponent here. Dodge the draw steps. So we're gonna draw another Fatal Push. Not exactly what we were looking for. I'm just trying to think if we actually have any decisions, or if we're just gonna go do the exact same thing we did before. I think this is fine. Attack, our opponent's going to take 6. they're going to tap out for the Scarab God. And they're going to be at a pretty low life total. If we have to, we can even get a revolt trigger by playing Heart of Kieran pre-combat. Sounds pretty bad, but it's definitely something we could do. Just to get that Champion of Wits out of the way. Yeah, the fact that we have a Whirler Virtuoso in our graveyard is not good. It makes the Scarab God much better. Although we do have Fatal Pushes. I guess then the Fatal Pushes get turned on because we get to shoot down those tokens. Yeah, this looks very, very favorable for us. Let's not throw away resources just to get a Revolt trigger. That seems pretty loose. Well, it's one of those games, apparently. Not my favorite game to play. But Scarab God Mirrors are can be particularly skill testing. That's 5, so we can put them to 1 if we alpha. If we put them to 1 if we alpha, and then he gets to block the Whirler. But then if he does and scries into a land, then he gets 2 Whirlers. Or we can just attack for 6, and then the Scarab God reanimating something, and then this Thopter alone is lethal. This isn't too straightforward, actually. I think we do want to put him to 1. Because the thing is, if he does reanimate the Whirler Virtuoso and then reanimates another Whirler Virtuoso, we still have 2 Fatal Pushes to force through the fight. So I think we're going to attack with both, and if he double blocks the Glint Sleeve Siphoner, we're not going to kill Champion of Wits. I think that's the game plan. Go team. So our opponent's going to 1 here. Nope. Opponent's in the tank. Hard Kieran doing work this game. Just the fact that we got to clock them for 4 2 times was very, very good. Yeah, no, your Champion of Wits is not going in the graveyard. Alright, you're at 1. Scarab God is lethal. Target Whirler Virtuoso, yep, that's okay. And he puts the cards on the bottom, draws something. Is it a land? If it's not a land, I think they just immediately lose the game. Opponent's like deep in the tank, but very much concede. Okay. Very concede. I like it. So we got some Scarab God shenanigans. So in the blue-black mirror, you want Bloodfast for sure. I think Chupacabra and Lily seem strong. Glint Sleeve's still very good. Whirler's still very good. Harness and Lightning is less good, but still kind of relevant. Vraska's Contempt is obviously fantastic. I don't know if we actually need the Chupacabras. The thing is, we are leaning on our Planeswalkers to win the game. I don't think you want to bring in too many negates. Maybe 1 or 2. These Heart of Kieran's apply pressure. Are we the control deck, or are we the beatdown, or are they the beatdown? Because it's really hard to say. Like, this is obviously just a mid-range matchup, but like if we flip over our decks, like whose is better? Probably ours. So they're probably the beatdown. But like, what do I take out? All these cards are so good in this matchup. I guess I can take out like a Harness Lightning. Walking Ballista kills their Siphoners and their Champion of Wits. Maybe we don't want to draw 2 of them. Although the first one you can just play for X equals 2 and then shoot something and then you have another one on the backup. Fatal Push is probably worse than Walking Ballista. They don't have a ton of push targets. Maybe we don't want the Chupacabras. We are like really high on like, look at all these 4-drops. Because like I really see Walking Ballista as like more of a 4-drop than a 2-drop. But it does a much better job of controlling the game, like actually like getting value for 4 mana than Walking Ballista does. This is actually really tough. I gotta cut 3 cards. Maybe I can cut. I'll cut 2 Whirler Virtuosos. That's typically the way it went, like back when in the Teamer Energy mirrors. Just because you like the first one was substantially better than the second or third. And I'll cut a Walking Ballista. Maybe that's crazy. Or maybe I just shouldn't be playing 2 Bloodfasts. Maybe that's the problem. I'll play 1 Bloodfast and put the Walking Ballista back in. There you go. Let's try this. Oh, this hand is not very good. It's just 5 lands. I think you just auto mull. We're also on the draw. This hand's much better. I'm going to keep the Aether Hub on top because it generates energy for our Glint Sleeve Siphoners. Although we would really appreciate a removal spell here. Let's play Canyon Slough. Pass the turn. So our opponent did not play an Aether Hub. Oh, sweet. Our opponent hasn't done anything. So we'll do that. And play our guy. And it'll die. Yep. That's fine. Super, super fine. Again, Bloodfast. Okay, so this is one of those games. Boop, boop, boop. So we're just going to lead on another Glint Sleeve and pass the turn. And maybe they won't have another removal spell for the Glint Sleeve. We'll see. Or maybe they have Chupacabra. Chupacabra's also, yeah, super reasonable response here. Okay, we'll play an Aether Hub, and we're just going to cross our fingers that we draw an untapped land, because we have 3 5-drops in our hand. Last two draws being Scarab God, not ideal, but not the worst. I don't know, maybe you just need 2 Bloodfasts in this matchup, because like I'm just gonna fall behind on card advantage. Is this the Scarab God? Oh, that's just okay. As long as he doesn't have the Scarab God right now, I think we're gonna be okay. Champion of Wits, okay. Draw 2, discard 2. See what he discards. It'll give us a big indicator of you know how much of an uphill battle we have ahead of us. Glint Sleeve Siphoner and a Submerged Boneyard. So 2 more, 1 untapped land and a spell, something like a Vraska's Contempt, and something else. So the question is, do we Harness Lightning now? Because if we draw an untapped land, we can like Lily. I think if we are Lilying, we're just taking her up anyways. I think I'm just gonna pass for now. Okay. He did. Okay. Let's see if our opponent has another removal spell. Well, he does have an If Near Deadlands in play as well, so that's not promising for this Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Draw a card. Okay. Three mana. Doomfall? I don't know. Yeah, I'm willing to just take 4 here. I don't have like, I guess I have a Bloodfast, so I don't need to protect my life total that much. But at the same time, maybe I do just want to kill the Chupacabra. We already took 2 from it last turn, so it feels bad to kill it now. Like this Harness Lightning, I guess kills a Siphoner, but he just discarded a Siphoner. Does that mean he has another one? Or does that mean he's just respecting the removal spell because we didn't do anything? I guess we just kill this now. No blocks. Alright, don't kill my Siphoner, man. We've already killed 2 of them. Yeah. Exile a creature I control? Sure. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. Feels so bad, but he's already got a Bloodfast, so he's gonna draw these cards anyways. What am I gonna do? Okay. Eldritch Reborn is relatively fine. I'll play a Walking Ballista. X equals 2. We'll discard a Scarab God. We don't really need 2 in our hand. If we want to reanimate one with Lily, then we can. We can play a Lily and have a Scarab God in play. What is this? Another Champion Wits? This is another Doomfall. Target opponent exiles a creature I control. Yeah, you can just take 2 instead. Oh, my phone is going off. Let me mute my phone. Okay, phone is muted. Another Walking Ballista. Oh, right, and he gets to reanimate our Scarab God. This is... totally forgot about that. That's no bueno. I think I'm just good to concede this game. Like, even if we had discarded Lily, like, he gets to reanimate a Chupacabra or a Glint Sleeve or something, and, like, we're way behind on lands, way behind on cards. I mean, if he yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Like, yes, discarding Scarab God was a mistake, considering he can just bring it back with the Eldritch Reborn. I mean, if we drew a 5th land, it wouldn't have been a problem. Seems like we want a Bloodfast. That seems like the takeaway. Walking Ballista was, like, reasonable but kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I think we're just gonna play this game again. But this time we're going to have 2 Arguable Bloodfast. Now that we're on the play, things will be a little better. And hopefully they don't have 3 removal spells for Glint Sleeve Siphoners. That'd be great. I haven't had dinner. I'm starving. I don't want to end the stream early. I don't want to have to do that. So we'll just tough it out, I guess. Maybe I'll get a snack. You know what? I'm gonna get a snack right now. Just BRB. All right. We've acquired a slice of cheddar and a peach. Seems great. Yeah, I'm gonna play first. Five lands, all 3 colors, 2 cycle lands. The fact that we have a cycle land makes me tempted to keep this hand. 2 Aether Hubs is also good. The Harness Lightning is pretty bad. Walking Ballista answers their early things. I think we want to keep. I think we just want to hit all our land drops. Because like last time, we had a really bad time not hitting our land drops. So I really don't want to play, especially because we drew a land, I don't want to play Walking Ballista for 1. So we're going to cycle this Vetted Pools instead. Or like the Harness Lightning if we have to. Walking Ballista? Okay. That's totally fine. Walking Ballista on 1 is always embarrassing. Although it does make our Walking on Ballista on 2 also very embarrassing. Alright, so Karn's a fantastic draw in this scenario. Let's play Aether Hub and pass. Oh no. That's very sad for us. It's a sick response to our Karn that was about to come down. Okay. Very happy to draw that. Go. Not preserving our life total is obviously much more important. Well, I mean, I should have been thinking about this anyways. Do I just Harness Lightning here? Okay, what does he play on 4 that we like have to Harness Lightning? Champion Wits? I think we're just gonna Harness Lightning here. If he takes it up and hits us for 2, that's absurdly good for us. We're way ahead. Okay. Cool. So we get no energy. He gets to do something for 4 mana. Nothing. So this is like, sounds like he's got some like Chupacabra shenanigans going on. So we're just gonna sit back and draw cards. Yep, it's a good draw, I guess. Go. Representing a gate or something like that. Oh, should have tapped the Aether Hub. Yeah, Chupi's fine. Here's what happens. Chupacabra is very bad when your opponent's playing the control game. So if we play Whirler, we can only Bloodfast once. I don't think this is a scenario where we really want to play Scarab God, because I feel like we're gonna get up to one of those scenarios where we're gonna get up to 9 lands, and then we can actually just activate them under Vraska's Contempt. Just jamming Scarab God here, like it's even better to jam him next turn, because then we have the extra mana to activate the Bloodfast. Whirler Virtuoso, still being a great card. Eldest Reborn. Yeah, I'll make a Thopter in response. So we have to discard a card, so we're going to discard Argwill's Bloodfast. And right now there's no creatures in the graveyard worth reanimating, so if we, even if we don't, like if we just don't do anything, I think that's ideal. In terms of like, if we don't do anything in terms of putting anything in the graveyard. So we play the Scarab God now, and then he can untap and like, Vraska's Contempt it. And then he attacks us with Chupi and we don't block. And he doesn't have a removal spell. Like a destroy removal spell. Question is, do we play Heart of Kiran and the Scarab God, or do we want to draw an extra card? Or do we just wait on the Scarab God and play like Heart of Kiran, PNLR? And then draw an additional card. We've already played a land this turn. This is a really tough turn. Depends if we're trying to get to 9 for the Scarab God or not. It really depends how important that line is. I think we're just going to try and get to 9 lands. I think him having a Vraska's Contempt, like, in his hand, and like us just doing these sort of shenanigans, and now we can actually pressure his life total a little bit. And we're never blocking this Chupacabra anyways. Oh, wait. Okay, well, he was supposed to block. I wasn't supposed to attack, and he was supposed to block, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll discard this Argos Bloodfast. Oh, he does have an If Near Deadlands in play. Maybe I do just block. And accept my fate that this Chupacabra is going to get some amount of value. Okay, he's got another Chupacabra, so nothing I could really do about that. About this Eldest Reborn getting value. Okay, I'll accrue my Heart of Kiran in response. And if he has a Fatal Push, more power to him. No attacks. Okay, so we've made it to the mystical 9 lands. So do we... I think we just want to try and tempo out here. So the thing is, we can play a Walking Ballista for 8 right now. Or, yeah, for X equals 4 right now. And then we don't get to untap, play the Scarab God next turn. I think 3 is enough because we get to put a Chupacabra in the graveyard. And we can still crew our Heart of Kiran. So that's what we're going to do. I guess we should really see if this resolves first. Okay. So he doesn't have a Essence Scatter in his hand, which is very useful information. Take 5. Chennai Bristi gets to bring back a Pia. It's totally fine. Exile my Whirler. Alright, dude. Seems fine. I'm gonna just destroy one of these Chupacabras so we can reanimate it at instant speed next turn anyways. Zone Bloodfast. Okay. So now we get to play our fancy Scarab God with an activation available. I don't think... I guess I do want to pressure his life total, but... you know what? Let's reanimate something right now. Let's reanimate this Chupacabra right now. And then we'll actually destroy... I think we're going to actually destroy the Thopter. And we're going to crew the Heart of Kirin with the Chupacabra. I guess it doesn't matter if we're blocking with the Scarabot or the Chupacabra. We're blocking with one of them for sure. Yeah, so okay, so we'll block. We'll crew with the Scarab God because if he wants to get a blocker out of the way, he doesn't simultaneously answer our Scarab God and kill the blocker. Right, you're at 10. I guess in this instance, oh yeah, but we wanted to kill the Thopter, right? So it makes sense that we animated the Chupacabra pre-combat. Okay. So if he fatal pushes us, he puts us to 4, but that flips our Bloodfast. Okay. Our opponent's at 12. We have 9 mana. I guess we're gonna draw some cards. Alright. I don't think we want to draw any more cards. So I'll play Glint Sleeve. Put a +1/+1 counter on this. We'll crew our Heart of Kirin this way. I don't think this deck features any direct damage at all. So I think we're safe to just crew like this and attack for 5. And like worst case scenario, we can remove 2 counters from our Walking Ballista. And then fatal push something if we really need to get something off the board. And with the Glint Sleeve trigger, we're going down to 5 next turn. And then if he would have attacked us, he put us at a 1. Oh, he does play Walking Ballista. I did forget about this. So to put ourselves not dead to Walking Ballista, we're gonna have to spew some value here. If I hadn't forgotten about Walking Ballista, I probably would have played my last turn differently. I always forget that card exists. Our opponent continues to dig, discarding 2 lands. Yes, I would like to do that. Right? Scarab God should seal the deal here. Awesome. Cool. Won the match. Let's go on to round number 2. Sorry for eating this very delicious, very juicy peach on stream. Although, there's no one watching. So if you're watching the VOD and you see this, sorry. All right, round number 2. Let's go. This is one of those awkward no types hands, like no basic land type hands. We have stuff to do. This hand's very slow if we don't draw a type in the first draw step. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this hand. This hand is substantially worse. I'm gonna mulligan this hand as well. Alright, this hand's reasonable. I think we just want lands, and we have to spend the energy anyways. I think we're just going to try and go 2, 3, 4 and win off the back of this Chandra if we're ever winning this game on a multi-5. So we want to draw 2 lands. Blue-green. What is this? Is this that very bad PT deck? Blue-green Walking Ballista is my only win condition, and if I don't draw it, I just immediately lose the game. Deck. Although the deck does feature a lot of ways to tutor for it. Okay, it's a reasonable target for Harness Lightning. Oh, Bant? Oh, well, I cut all my braids, so this is gonna go very poorly. Pia versus Whirler, does it make a difference? If I play Whirler, I get to block some shenanigans. No. Pia puts more power on the board. I don't think it particularly matters. I think I'll just play Pia then. Just because this puts the power on the board now, and then I don't have to sink my resources into having 3 power on the board. Because I just need to clock down this player really quickly. But it's not gonna be easy. This is gonna be rough. I cut all my braids for like a fatal push and more Vrasa's Contempts. This is no bueno. Walking Ballista X equals 2. Okay. Yep, I guess this is what I'm doing. As I said, I'm just gonna try and win off the back of this this Chandra. If we really wanted to, like, we could have like attacked for 3 and then like pumped and then not played the Chandra, and so the next turn we could Chandra Whirler Virtuoso. But I think just playing Chandra this turn naked is probably fine. Like, if he attacks our Walking Ballista into our Pia and then pumps it, like, after we block, like, that's very good, probably fine for us. Opponent's having some thoughts here. Alright. I suppose I'll just play Aether Hub. So far, so good on this Spire Bluff Canal. I wasn't so hopeful, but... Alright, Swamp. So now they know that we're 3 colors. But that's fine. Oh, is it this turn? This turn. Turn 5 Hasty McGee. Yep. Looks like it is this turn. So he gets to have a hasty branch walker. So we gotta hope it flips a land. Is that where we're at? Hoping this flips a land. Yeah, this does not seem like a good matchup. Oh, mill myself. Yeah, let's see what you hit. Llanowar Elves, Branch Walker, Angel of Invention. Nice, good, very good. I'm prepared to concede. There's no way I'm ever winning against an Angel of Invention in the graveyard. Okay, so how do we beat this deck? This is a fun little problem. So we'll bring in the negates. We'll bring in the Magma Spray. Nothing else is particularly compelling. Harness Lightning's fine. Fatal Push is fine. Contempt is kind of slow, but sometimes what you need. We just have to clock them out. I think we take out the Harness Lightnings. You had a lot of Fatal Push targets. Maybe we'll take out two Vrass's. We'll take out two Vrass's Contempts instead, and we'll put in a Harness Lightning and just try and. I guess we got to try and beat down. All right, this is not gonna go well. I forgot this deck existed. I assume no one would ever play it because, you know, like mono red chain-whirler is the deck. But you know, I'm playing Glint-Sleeve Siphoner. You know, sometimes you gotta disrespect the metagame. Okay. So I kept this hand off the back of this turn 2 Glint-Sleeve Siphoner, and because his deck is so unlikely to have removal, we get to draw a card next turn. Okay, reasonable draws. The Spiral of Canal continuing to do work. I'm not gonna have time to cast Walking Ballista for anything that X equals like three turns down the road, because I'm gonna go Chandra Scarab God. So we're just gonna jam it for 1. Go ahead, my friend. Yep. Champion Wits in the graveyard. Very unlikely to be relevant. Yes, I was afraid of this, but there's nothing else I can do. I must accept my fate. So we're gonna pick up our Chandra here. Do we add red for the Walking Ballista? Probably not. We probably just want the damage. Nope, I would not like to cast the Scarab God. Trophy Mage and a Merfolk Branch Walker. A very strange, and like it looks like it has the white border from the reanimation, from being embalmed. Even though embalmed doesn't change the color, I don't remember. It's got a weird border. That's all I know. Oh right, he gets to mill another time. So he's got five creatures in his graveyard right now. Okay. Do we shoot this in response? It puts the last creature in his graveyard. but he's gonna get a creature in his graveyard no matter what. So I may as well just get it off the board. This is turn 4, so at least it's like one more turn. So he does have an Angel of Invention. So because he has the Angel of Invention, I really want to leave up Vrasa's Contempt, because I feel like once he gets an attack in with that, like it's just a straight over. Which makes his hand a little more awkward. And we don't even have the energy. Well, we can't play Glint Sleeve and leave up Vrasa's Contempt. So we just have to play a Walking Ballista for 1. Oh no, but we need the energy. So we can't... Oh yeah, we can tag with Glint Sleeve. Okay, tagging with Glint Sleeve solves some of our problems. So, we tag with Glint Sleeve. We'll take up Chandra for red. We'll play a Walking Ballista for X equals 1. And leave up Vrasa's Contempt for the Angel of Invention. Alright. Chandra Altar bust, I guess. Yep. Damn. Damn, dude. Alright, well, at least their Chandra isn't dead. Alright, that was a reasonable draw, I think. Because you get to attack with the Glint Sleeve, and then immediately exile the Angel. So that's 4 mana tied up. So do we just take up Chandra? Because we need black. Wow, these 3 colors really killing me today. Yeah, I guess we're just exiling and seeing what we get. Nothing. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Oh yeah, you can have multiples in play. Ugh, I forgot. Why isn't this card legendary? The card's so... I mean, whatever. I don't have a braids, it's my own fault. I forgot this deck existed. I assumed no one would play it, and now we're getting, like, ultra punished with this, like, incredibly bad version of it. Like, what series of draws could we possibly have to win this game? Like, we slam the Scarab God. He doesn't discard anything here. And... so dead. Oh my god. We slam the Scarab God and then just like try and race somehow. Just like putting more things into the yard. I don't know, man. I don't know how we're ever winning this game. Chandra, me. Okay, I'm just taking 2. So like, I don't know. Yep. It's 6/6. No. That's not what I meant to do at all. Alright, well I guess I'm at 3. I wouldn't have won this game anyways, but I meant to walk the 6/6 with the Walking Ballista and then ping the land anywhere else. I'm so dead. Alright, well, that was a match. That was a game of competitive Magic, if I've ever seen one. Yeah, that was... okay. I'm fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. I'm gonna snap keep this hand. Fatal Push, 3 colors, Whirler Virtuoso, blue-white with a Meandering River. Okay, it's control. It's not a fantastic hand against control. And we don't have the Scrap Heap Scroungers to like carry out that value. But, I mean, they had a bunch of exile removal anyway, so Scrap Heap Scrounger was kind of medium. It comes down to whether or not we want... we're not going to want to cycle this. We have Scarab God in our deck, so if we get to 9 mana, we can hopefully resolve it and then reanimate something. Just going to jam Whirler here if he censors us. Maybe I don't want to jam Whirler here, because if he has like Syncopate... thing is, if he passes with 4 mana next turn, I think you want to play into 4 open mana and not 3 open mana. I think I'm just going to pass. Seems loose, but I think it's correct. I don't know. Like, they're going to have a Syncopate or something. The idea is that you want to get the Disallow out of their hand so that I can jam this Karn. So in this scenario... I'm going to play Whirler. So now Syncopate or Disallow is like fine because we want to jam Karn or the Scarab God next turn anyways. Does this syncopate? Okay. Nope. So we got the syncopate out of their hand, so that means we want to jam Scarab God next turn. So then he has to disallow that, hopefully. And not have two syncopates. Alright, just don't have another syncopate. Alright, I think our opponent made a huge mistake. They're like, we have Sealaways, we have Settle the Wreckages, and there's nothing in the graveyard. He's just going to attack with his Scarab God. Nope. Nope, we're not. I don't think we're ever attacking with the Scarab God. And like, we play Clean Sleeve Slave and attack with it, Fatal Push it. Like, it lets us like... Scarab God is a unique card. Also, like, what are you gonna do with your Teferi, man? Like, Teferi tick up is fine. Blink of an Eye was a strange response. Without Kicker. What? That was very strange. So we've generated card advantage? If he disallows this? I guess he could syncopate. So it depends if we play around syncopate or disallow. This looks like a disallow, because he's already used a syncopate before. Like, why would he blink of an eye then? Maybe our opponent's just bad? So if we jam Karn into disallow, that means he's less likely to disallow the Scarab God, which will never attack. And if this is syncopate, he just loses? Nice. Alright. Make a 1/1. Go. We may or may not be very much outplaying this guy. So we'll make a 0/0. Or make a 2/2. Attack with our 2/2. See what they do. Probably nothing. Nope. He wants to do something. Seal away our construct. This is... I think we are successfully outplaying our opponent. Play a swamp, and then we'll play Chandra, because he can't syncopate that, because he tapped out for Seal Away. So the question is, do we take up for mana and then jam the Scarab God into that syncopate? Probably not. I think we just chill. I think we just chill on the Scarab God, try and make the syncopate more awkward. Well, at least we're gonna do at least 2. Like if this gets cast out, then it's not casting out our Urz or Karn. Nope, I would not like to cast that. And you may go. Yeah, no cast out either. Wow, our opponent's playing really bad. Sorry, Polynomial. Wow, the shame scoops. Well, we won game 1 when we never should have ever. That's totally fine. We'll bring in the negates. We'll bring in the Lily Death's Majesty. And we'll bring in the Bloodfasts. We'll take out our removal. Fatal Push comes out. Harness Lightnings come out. I guess we probably want to cut all of them. I can't imagine wanting to keep any of them in under any scenario. We can bring in Chupacabra as just another threat. We can bring in Harvester as just another threat that also nets us energy. I think that's what we want. These Walking Ballistas are pretty bad. I hate Walking Ballista against control, but it's actually not that bad once they have a Planeswalker in play. Yeah, I think we'll just keep it as such. Sorry, Nezahul's not a. This deck looks pretty good. Oh wow, okay, 7 lands. I mean, if I were more controlling, I think I'd be down. But this is not what I want to do. All right, this hand looks great. All we need to do is we'll put that on top for sure. All we got to do is dodge the syncopate or the turn 2 counter your counter your Argos Bloodfast, and then I think we win. Oh my God, Knight of Grace. That's not a solution to this problem. All right. Oh, true. I didn't realize it pumped up his Knight of Grace. It changes the clock a lot. So we're taking like 5 a turn if we're drawing cards, which is a lot. Oh my God. All right. Well, at least we drew one of our answers to this sort of shenanigans. Ops. Our opponent said, oh, because he didn't take up. The beatdowns are real. Very real. No double blue. Scavenger Ground's coming in hot on our side here. Yeah, we'll take 7. I'm gonna go to 8 here. Do I negate this now? I probably just negate this rather than draw the card. What I'm actually gonna do is instead of ooh my God, they're drawing all the cards. So I have a situation here where I just want to use 4 mana over and over and over again. This 4 mana gets through right now and kills a Knight of Grace and fogs for 4. This 4 mana kills the Planeswalker, so like also fogs for 4 and gains me 2 life, but doesn't kill the Knight of Grace. I think we want to kill the Gideon over the Knight of Grace because it hits for more. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, and we get to flip our temple next turn if he attacks us, which is very good. Because it means that we can fight through a syncopate potentially. We're going. Oh no, we're only going to 6. Right, because we gain 2 life. Alright, well if he has a syncopate, we just lose. So that's no bueno. Or I guess we could. Oh, we can't Vraska's Contempt these. Alright, don't counter my dude. Please. Sweet. So do we want to? I don't think we want to take 3 more, just to flip our thing. So we'll block. Gonna ping. Opponent has thoughts. I don't know what they're doing here. What could this possibly be? Disallow the trigger. Oh, I probably wanted to draw cards here. Yeah, I guess we're dead. The 2 Knight of Graces followed by the Gideon was something else. So given they're keeping in the Knight of Graces, I want to bring in a couple Harness Lightnings, cut a Contempt. Like, they're not even that good. Maybe I just keep 1 Harness Lightning in. I'll cut a Ballista. Maybe I'll cut 2 Ballistas for... I'll leave in the Contempt as well. I'll cut a Harness. Yeah, this is what we'll do. We'll do 1 Harness Lightning, 2 Harvesters, because the Harvester is Brick Wall for both Gideon and the Knight of Grace. Assuming we have any way to crew it, we'll leave in the 4 Contempts. Actually, we'll go down. We'll do this. We'll take out 2 Contempts. We'll go to the 4 Walking Ballistas just so we have more threats. I feel like that game was a bit of just like a variance game where they like drew all their sideboard cards, which is like very unlikely to happen. 2 lands on the play is always a mistake. That's not a good hand. Sure, this I will keep. I don't think we want a tap land, so we'll put that to the bottom. We're going to attack here. I don't think we're going to play into the Syncopate. We're just going to play our tap land and pass. Unless he seals this away, in which case we're just going to jam the Whirler, I think. Alright, go ahead. Opponent's thinking a lot. We'll jam the Harvester here. Yep, that's great. That's exactly the card we wanted to see. This implies no Syncopate, which is very good for us. But he's just hasn't done much with his mana. He might have an Essence Scatter. That seems like a very likely card for him to have in this scenario. Like an Essence Scatter or two, a Seal Away. He's been thinking on Seal Away for like ages. Seal Away, what's his name? Teferi. That kind of shenanigans. I'll put it on an Essence Scatter, Seal Away, Teferi. Stuff? Like he's gonna Glimmer here. Oh, Cycling Lands. Okay, maybe he's just flooded. So no Glimmer of Genius. So here's Teferi. Oh, Lyra Dawnbringer. Wow, okay. This isn't good either. So I don't really care what their life total is. Is that true? No, I guess I don't care what my life total is. The question is whether or not I want to start sacking things to Pia. Okay, what's this? Teferi, okay. Yeah, this is not looking like a W, my friends. I need to draw like Harness Lightning or Vraska's Contempt right now. He's gonna have that Seal Away for the Harvester. The good news is I think we can care Teferi even through Okay, so here's that Essence Scatter. I'm gonna play this. We're gonna crew. We're going to sacrifice an artifact so this can't block. And then we're going to do some attacking. He's going to attack Teferi, this is going to attack Teferi, and this is going to attack Polynomial. Cool. Get in there, my dudes. Pia has text. It's great. Okay. The problem is I did sack my flyer, so my Lily's gonna have a hard time staying alive. It's another Teferi. Okay. So second disallow is particularly rough, because we just want to jam Lily and reanimate Whirler Virtuoso this turn. Still jockeying for position here. This game's not over, but it's still no bueno. That was a good draw, actually. Like, if this Lily resolves, that was actually a very good draw. I really wanted an untapped land so I could just repeat the process from last turn. No! What? What is this sideboard plan? Just bring in anything? Anything that's relevant? Okay. I guess we're killing Teferi again. Oh, fuck. Excuse my language. It's not what I meant to do. Alright, we're tagging to fairies. 2 for 1ing ourselves, tagging to fairy, getting them off the board, hoping to draw well. That's the only way we win. We did gain 3 life though, so that's that's great. So now we get to take an extra hit from this Lyra. Knight of Grace. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't do anything. So this is why Knight of Grace is just not good. Like, it's just so embarrassing in this scenario. Like, you just can't attack with it. Well, I guess he's got to cast out. At least I hope he has a cast out. But then I guess he just would have cast it out on my end step. I don't know. If he had the cast out before, he should have just cast this out on my end step. Yeah. Alright. Well, taking 7. Going to 11. That's not a good draw. I suppose we're attacking here. No, we're definitely not attacking. I don't want to get seal awayed. Okay, GG's. We lost. Alright, so we lost to that, like, transformational sideboard package. Which, I don't know if I agree with, like, it doesn't seem like it's very good against us. Although, we did take out our removal, so they did kind of get us. I don't know, I'm salty about that one. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not pleased with the result of that. After significantly outplaying them in game 1 by like a large margin, just getting sideboard got feels bad, man. I guess, like, if I knew what he was doing, I guess you keep the Chupacabras in, but it has the Knights of Hexproof from black, so it's like not even a good answer to those. It doesn't block them. Yeah, variance, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining. Yeah, look at this. Look how good this hand is. A genius deck builder. Me, building great decks. I think we just lead Canyon Slough. Canyon Slough, Aether Hub. Yeah, green, white. We don't have to lead Aether Hub, because he doesn't have a lot of removal. Because we'll draw the card eventually. And we might want... No, we won't want black anyways. Until later, because we're playing the Siphoner now. I feel like I'm overthinking this. Again, the 1 Spirebluff Canal doing pretty good so far. I've been pleased. Knight of Grace. Protection from black. I'm actually just gonna do this now, because what's the name of that card? Blossoming Defense is very good. And we still get to leave up Fatal Push, and we get to draw a card next turn. And then I want to get Blossoming Defense to make things very awkward for myself. History of Benalia. This is why I like Whirler Virtuoso. It's really good against the History of Benalia decks. And it continues to shine here. I will Fatal Push this because I want a Karn next turn. We're going to Karn. I think we just tick up. If he cast out, then next turn we can Whirler Virtuoso Heart of Kirin. Although we can make it a 3/3 next turn because we will be Whirler Virtuoso Heart of Kirin next turn as well. Although it's not really a 3/3 because we want to leave the energy for the Glint Sleeve, so it's more like making a 2/2. I think we're just going to tick up. Boop, boop, boop. Heart of Kirin and a Sulphur Falls. So we got a Sulphur Falls. Attacks. Merfolk Branchwalker is unplayable. Settle the Wreckage. Why? Why are you playing? I don't understand. Why people put all these cards in their decks and then just like don't. Just don't. Whatever. Makes me mad. Okay, let's take up. What did we get? A Pia. So we'll play that Sulphur Falls. So the question is, do we jam Scarab God? Because he does not have a... Oh, but his Knights are getting huge, eh? His Knights are getting pretty big. He just didn't have a cast out last turn. And then the Scarab God actually blocks the smaller Knight. So I think we just jam like this. Jam the Scarab God, make him have it, no attacks. Nice. He's attacking Karn. Do we chump with Glint Sleeve Siphoner? I think we do because we can just reanimate it. It's a better reanimation target than the Knight of Grace. Is that true? Because there's first strike. But it's just a 4/4. The 4/4 is going to matter more. The fact that it's just a 4/4 body. Another History of Benalia is kind of spooky. It's a lot of power. In that case, do we want the Knight of Grace? I think we'll want the Knight of Grace the next turn. So let's reanimate this. Let's do some scrying. I don't think I want another 4-mana removal spell. Do we take Karn up or do we just make 0/0s? A 2/2. I think we can make it. If we make a 2/2, that's actually very good because we have Heart of Kirin. So we're gonna make it 2/2. Play Heart of Kirin and pass. Scarab God's just unbeatable. This is just ridiculous. Yeah, cast out's totally fine now. Like, it's just one turn too late and he's already lost the game. This is the power of the Scarab God. Yes. Russ contempting a Knight feels very bad, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. we take Karn up or down? Making a 4/4 trades just as well as a 3/3 with the knight tokens. Yeah, I think we just tick down just to do some blocking. And I think we still just want to do some blocking, so we're just gonna chill. Okay. Okay. All right. Seems good to me. We'll Vraska's Contempt one of your knights. We'll make a Thopter. We'll make some profitable blocks. Is this the most profitable blocks we can make? Seems about right. Oh no! First strike is OP. I didn't have to do it that way. Man, misplays. Onboard misplays. Really rough. That's fine. I think we can still win. All right, this game just got way harder. We could just could have just put the whirler in front of the Knight of Grace. Okay. We can still win this game. I guess we can take Karn down and get 2 bodies. Or we can take Karn up. I think we're gonna take Karn up because we want to have more than 2 loyalty. Another whirler. Let's cycle this. Okay. I'm actually going to attack for 4 here. Because I really want that energy. And if he trades for 2 guys, that's fine because my Karn gets to stick around for longer. Alright. Grandfather is fine. Do I double block the Knight of Grace? Yeah, I think I do. I will Vraska's Contempt this. I can minus for like a whirler next turn. Cool. Got the Knight of Grace finally off the table. Still get to draw a card. Some fantastic draw steps. Let's put this whirler into our hand. Cast it. Attack for 4. we spend all our removal spells killing the glint sleeve? We do get to draw a bunch of cards. So I think the answer is yes. I don't even want to exile the Brand Walker. I actually want it in their graveyard. Because I have graveyard shenanigans and they don't. Sarath? Angel of Sanctions. I guess targeting my glint sleeve. Okay, glint sleeve's off the table. So if I take Kieran down, I get a Heart of Kieran, yeah. I just want to take down. Put a Heart of Kieran in my hand. And pass the turn. I can't attack with Heart of Kieran. I don't know why I was thinking about attacking with Heart of Kieran. I literally can't. Spartan 1 Zach. What you got now? Thrashing Brontodon. Okay. So we can make him sack the Brontodon. We will crew 3. But having both of these guys. Yep, and we'll make a Thopter in response. And block for Karn. Walking Ballista for 1,000,000. Seems pretty good. So I can also put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I minus Karn, play a Pia, and then play a Walking Ballista for X equals 4, that's quite good. Or do I just tick? I think I just... Like, what am I playing around? I probably just want to kill this Angel of Sanctions. Like, I can just put an Walking Ballista for X equals 5, and then just still have a Walking Ballista in play. That seems very ideal. So we'll tick up. Let's see what ends up in our exile zone here. Another Karn. Okay, so we're really hoping to draw that one. X equals 5. I forgot that he can embalm the angel. But it doesn't really matter what order I do this in if he's just going to embalm. Alright. So he's probably going to embalm targeting my Karn. Which is totally fine. We have 12 mana, so we get to make a 4/4 Walking Ballista. That he has to block? Is that right? I think he has to block. Fumigate? That's probably worse than what I suggested you do. Oops. Oh, that's again with the misclicks. I guess I'm just being impatient. We're gonna put Karn into our hand and pass. Yep, this is fine. So if we tick up, he attacks it down to 3, then we can tick down. Although I guess we could have ticked down for Pia and had enough mana to like pump and fight the Angel. We're getting to that point in the game where we have so much mana. Oh, is this a walking list of his own? X equals 3 though, not 4. 4 would be way worse. Oh my god, how about you so much time? Alright, I'm just gonna stop talking and start playing really fast. This might be incorrect to let him untap here. It really depends. Yeah, because he gets to play the land, which makes things awkward. So that attack was bad. I guess we're just hoping we draw another removal spell for this. Oh, we have a Scarab God in exile? Pff, Jesus, this makes things so much easier. Oh, and we get to take our count down. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll take my card down. Oh, on my upkeep? Nope. Correct to do it on my upkeep. Opponent did not figure that out. Oh, that was a mistake to cycle that. Never mind. Turns out I'm really good at magic. So I just get to... This game was so much harder than it needed to be. Like, if he has another cast out, or if he has another angel, then, like, the game's not completely over yet. Probably is still completely over. I'm just way behind on time here. I'm just gonna F6. Exile graveyards. Yep. Oh, I probably could have just killed him with a down tick. Oh, can I still do that? Okay. Alright, so that game only took me 16 minutes to play. We're against some very bad green-white mid-range deck that are like completely unplayable in this format. I think we do want to take out the Heart of Kieran's to make their dudes a little worse. And because I can chill for a second, I don't need to like rush through this because it doesn't lock down my timer in the game. We probably just want like another removal spell if we can get it. These Walking Ballistas seem reasonable. Okay, what card are we cutting? I guess we're cutting. Oh yeah, we're cutting the Glint Sleeve Siphoners. Because they have Walking Ballistas. So we're gonna bring in Battle at the Bridge. He has targets for Magma Spray, quite a few actually. And one more card. I'm gonna bring in a Bloodfast, just because, like if my whole goal is just to draw removal spells, then that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grind them out and not fall behind on like drawing too many lands or anything like that. And like it doesn't seem like his deck applies a ton of pressure anyways. Hand's not great, but I will keep it. Sure. Why? That's not correct. Just give your guy more loyalty, dude. Make it so that, like, if it comes down to attacking, like me attacking your Gideon, like, you're not protecting this Gideon forever. This emblem doesn't do anything. We're not decking. I don't know. I don't understand. Sure. I'm just gonna use my mana. Alright, so if he has a cast out, we take a ton of damage, but we're still going to win. Because we can just kill both of the knights the following turn. If he doesn't have cast out, we just crush him. No cast out. Looks like we win the game. Nothing to reanimate. Pass the turn. I think I just let that happen. Fleet Wheel Cruiser. That card's not constructed playable. Our opponent also doesn't know how first strike works. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yep. Yep. Give me land. Nice. Not exactly the land I was looking for. If you find untapped land, I'm putting that to the top. Let's bottom this. We're so ahead, I think I can take my time here. Bottom this as well. Nice. How do we lose? AK, we can't. So this is still saving 2. So she's at 4. Yeah, this is fine. Pass the turn. Alright, this game's locked up. Can't imagine they have an answer to this. I guess they can fumigate. It's like not even that good. Nope. 5 mana. 6 mana. A Johnny Unyielding to answer my Scarab God. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is just lethal on board. Yep, it is. We did it. Alright, we're 2-2. Comes down to this. Comes down to the final match of the evening. Why did I open my browser? I don't know. Alright, let's go. I'm ready. I don't need you, browser. Whoa, I opened the browser 3 times? Oh my goodness. I'm actually just going to use the washroom. Hopefully it doesn't queue us up in time. If it does, whatever. I'll be right back. Alright, missed it. That's fine. Alright, boys and girls. One last match to go. Man, first strike. Neither of us knew how it worked. What is magic? What was up with that Fleet Wheel Cruiser, man? Wow, what a card. I forgot that card existed. Vintage playable, apparently, though. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's actually good, but it was certainly the spice of the time, you know? Car pizza. Hey, you ever want to order some of that car pizza? I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I think I keep this. Like, I have 1 and 2 drops to play, and then the third drop, I think we keep this. Just scry any land at the top. Tap land is a bad scry. God, we're gonna lose this game, aren't we? Okay. We decided to keep a 1-lander on the draw. It's a tap land. And it looks like we're up against black-red. And I don't know how this matchup is. The idea is that this matchup is supposed to be good because we're playing the same deck but better. Like with better cards. In practice, I don't know how true that is. I'm just gonna leave up Fatal Push for the Heart of Kirin. I don't want to take a buttload of damage. If our opponent's very good, they won't crew. That's okay. Our opponent is probably just reasonable at this game. Let's use our mana every turn. Virtuoso go. I'm willing to take 3 here. Pressing the answer, eh? I think I will, because I can get the first draw step off the Siphoner. I think having the flyer is relevant. Alright, so Spirebluff Canal not coming in hot this game. Oh, I should not have made the Thopter. I forgot Chain-whirler exists. Man, I'm so bad at this game. Jeez. I just played in Chain-whirler the hardest I've ever played in anything. He doesn't have it. Wow. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, I could have just played Heart of Kirin instead. And not got wrecked by oh man, I probably should have just played Heart of Kirin anyway, to be honest. But he doesn't have Chain-whirler, so it's fine. Okay. Karn tick up is reasonable. Karn tick down puts him to 3. I don't want to do that. I think a Karn tick up. Drew a land for the turn. Great. Okay. Go ahead. Attacking Karn. Because Chain-whirler exists, I will block. Otherwise, I might have done something else, but this is fine. Okay, so our opponent's flooding. Let's tick up again. Vrasa's Contempt. Heart of Kieran for sure. How afraid of we are something like a Hazoret. If he plays a Hazoret and attacks, we can like Walking Ballista kill the scrap heap. That's pretty bad. We have to play the Walking Ballista eventually anyways, and then if he doesn't draw something we have to block next turn, then we can start pumping mana, like leaving up Vraska's Contempt and putting mana into it, which I think is fine. Another Scrappy Challenger. No attacks. Are we going to tick up or tick down on this Karn, though? I should probably tick down to get the Vraska's Contempt. This is really greedy to tick up, but I'm going to tick up. Okay. Okay. Another scrap heap. Scrap heap number 3. So we just get to kill the Chandra next turn. So now I'm going to take my Karn down and get this Vraska's Contempt. Play the Dragon Skull Summit. We're going to crew. We're going to attack Chandra. Sure, let's just attack Chandra with both. I think we just attack Chandra with both. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on our guy. Still leave up Vraska's Contempt. And pass. Cycling. Yeah, our opponent just flooded this game. Tell me about it, jeez. Okay, cool. Alright. Our opponent flooded really hard. Let's take out the Glint Sleeve Siphoners because we're really good at Magic. Aether Harvester comes in. All these Chandra's Defeats are coming in. The Magma Sprays is coming in. Battle of the Bridge is coming in. Chupacabra and the Lily's Death Majesties are coming in. Cool. So we gotta cut 6 cards. That's so many cards. But all we have is removal. Chupacabra is pretty good against them. Walking Ballista is less good. Unless they're bringing in their Bomats. If they're bringing in their Bomats, it's pretty good. But I think for now I'm okay to take them out. We are going up the curve a little bit. That's not true. We brought in 4 Chandra's Defeats. So now we got 2 cards. Oh, we'll cut the card of Kieran's. That seems like an easy cut to me. Cool. Let's go. Maybe Lily's Death Majesty is a mistake. It just brings back Chupacabra and Whirler Virtuoso. So good. So good. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna cut the Chandras. Actually, I'm gonna cut the Karns. Oh, well. What I done, I should have cut the Karns. I forgot the Planeswalkers are very bad when your opponents are attacking you. Yeah, this I'll keep. Duress. Take the Chandra's defeat, I assume? No, took the Karn. Oh, I forgot how this works. I definitely could have played Aether Hub and then killed the Heart of Kirin. That was the correct play. I forgot that I would have enough energy to actually kill it. So I'm taking more here than I needed to, which is a lot. So that's 20% of my life total. And now like I can't play the Aether Hub blind. Yeah, I should. Yeah, because then I can play the Feta Pool this turn, and then like everything enters untapped all the time. Opponent is stuck on 2 lands though, so that's a bit of a saving grace for now. These Whirler Virtuosos are hopefully gonna buy us enough time to not die. Okay, so they found the 3rd land. Alright, we found our win condition. And because he's like probably the mono red version, he's unlikely to have answers. Especially if we make Thopters, so like he can't Doomfall us. But this is still not very good. Okay. Ugh, I played so poorly this game. Alright, Scarab God for the win. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. Makes his Phoenix a lot worse because we can reanimate it. Cross your fingers, guys. This is Scarab God will carry us even though we played bad. Duress. It's actually fine because we'll still have 6 mana next turn. Unless this is a Doomfall. Okay, Rex grab heap. Alright, we're stabilizing at 4, I think. I guess we could probably chump block here. Because he can't Doomfall us. So yeah, we're gonna chump block here. We're just gonna do this now. So we at least get a scry off. Yeah, we'll put that on top. Play Sulfur Falls and pass. So here's an interesting question. If he crews the Heart of Kirin and attacks... Never mind. But if he crews the Heart of Kirin and attacks, do we not block with a Phoenix to play around Doomfall? That's the question. We're taking so much damage from this Heart of Kirin. But I mean, things would have been different because we would have like had one less thing to like that was duressed or whatever. I think we want to leave up the Vrasa's Contempt, so we're not gonna activate his ability right now. Is this the kind of game where we're getting 8 mana? Not really. And like, we were never going to have 2 things to reanimate in this game. Alright, I guess we let his Chandras tick up. Alright, go ahead, my friend. Show me what you got. Alright, I'm at 2. Not a glory bringer, please. Please bring no glories. This I can somehow survive. But I have to use my Vrasa's Contempt on the Heart of Kirin? Oh, he wants to keep his Chandra in play. You too, don't worry. Our opponent says, I'm playing so bad, wow. And I said, me too. Our opponent says, "It's okay. We'll get through this together. We're both struggling to play basic strategic Magic things." All right, Vrasa's Contempt is literally the best card we could have drawn. I do not want to rummage. Okay, so our opponent can't land, like discard 2 lands and kill us. That's good. We are dead to like a million things. Just a million things. Dead to Glorybringer. Are we dead to Glorybringer? No, we're not. Opponent does not like attacking or blocking. I will make a thought for here. Alright, scry and you lose 1. Guess we'll bottom this because we didn't want to draw lands before. Alright, we are attacking for just 5, I think. Ooh, discarding Scrap Heap Scrounger is pretty spicy. Alright. Oh. Did I make myself dead to Glorybringer by using the Whirler? Yes. The answer is yes. Wow, I'm playing so bad. Okay, I'm hungry. That's my explanation. I'm hungry. It's fine. I don't know. I'm playing so bad. Unlicensed Disintegration. Put me to 1 on his main phase. That seems bad. I'm dead to a chain-whirler now, though. Alright. Pray. No chain-whirler. No Glorybringer. No nuttin'. Carry Zev is super fine. We won! We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, lo hicimos. I think, and just to like play around something, we should just find a Vrasa's Contempt here if we can. Let's bottom the Spire Bluff. Okay. I guess I actually played Chupacabra here. So we can play around Unlicensed Disintegration. Get in there, my boys. We did it. We won the match! I forgot. Hooray! We did it. We didn't lose more than we won. We won more than we lost. So today was a success. We have earned 2.2 Magic Online tickets last time I checked, and our entry fee was returned to us. The only real cost of running this stream was dropping from that other league. So that's like, you know, another 120 play points, 12 tickets. Small price to pay for entertainment. Regardless, thank you so much everyone who tuned into the stream. I haven't been watching the chat. No one was in the chat. Is it just me? I think it's just lonely me, but that's fine. If you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Check out MTG XRay. It's a really, really powerful tool. We're refining it, making it better every day. And it's doing really, really powerful things in solving very complex, very complex problems, computationally complex problems, which is super, super interesting. You can use it on your phone, your iOS devices. Highly recommend you check it out and play around with it. Tune your mana bases, tune your decks. It is the kind of tool that will level up your deck building for sure. even if it isn't right all the time, because it won't be. It's the kind of thing that will definitely improve your game, improve your deck building. This is a very powerful tool. Don't pass it up. Open beta, available free for a limited time, so definitely check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Next week, we're doing draft or something. Cool. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.